Welcome to your daily focus for March the 16th, 2023. Well, today we have Venus going into Taurus, and that opens us up to a sensual, romantic, patient time in our life. We'll talk about that more in depth. Let's start at the beginning, though. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. We have the 16 energy today. The 16 energy is all about awakenings. We see where a part of our life no longer needs to go forward with us or should go forward with us. Or if we are not being proactive in our lives, it will be removed. And so sometimes it feels like our apple cart really got upset. The 16 energy does not remove anything you need in order to go forward. So no, go with the flow. Whatever happens under this time, allow it to happen as much as possible. If we look at the numerology of the day, it is a 3 plus a 7 plus a 7, which gives us the 17 energy, which gives us making the impossible possible. 1 plus 7 is an 8, so it's about our abundance. And it's about more than our abundance, embracing our courage, our strength, walking with a sense of integrity, and going forward, taking a risk on ourselves in some way, in some form. Now, there's quite a lot happening up in the sky. The sun is in Pisces. Moon will be in Capricorn for the whole day. Mercury conjuncts Neptune. I talked about this a little bit in yesterday's video, so a lot of it is there. Try and stick to the basics of communication. Right now, our voice can, with Neptune, it can go into the dreamscape. It can go into the depths, the dark depths of the water. Okay, so just we don't want to have confusion there. We don't want to have misinformation come through. We don't want to complicate discussions. So keep it simple, keep it short when it comes to our words under this time. Sun is squaring Mars. Sun squaring Mars, I mean, there's an impatience, there's an anger, there's a frustration. There's some kind of irritability. People might test our limits. Okay, so it's best to seek compromise or retreat under this kind of energy. We don't want to go into battle if we can at all avoid it. Venus squaring Pluto. I know it's squaring, and it's just it's hard energy for us to walk through. We feel unsure of ourselves. Okay, Venus squaring Pluto is all about power struggles, and probably since Venus is involved, it's about our relationships or our money. Okay, so be alert. Be alert to who's trying to manipulate you, some kind of secrecy going on, maybe a feeling of jealousy towards you, or you are feeling it towards someone else. There's a possessiveness, and all of these emotions will come out over the things that we subconsciously fear we will lose, that will be taken away from us. So maybe it's a relationship and we're worried about how stable that relationship is. Maybe it's something else and we're worried about the stability of that. But it is definitely a time to go within. It's definitely a time to understand why you're having these feelings. What is that glass ceiling all about? What is that limitation all about? But then we have Venus moving into Taurus today, and I tell you, we are just reminded under this kind of energy just how beautiful this world can be. And it is a time over the next several weeks to bring money issues or love issues out into the open. Put it on the table so they can be dealt with, because under this kind of energy, they'll be able to be dealt with directly, easily. There'll be a flow to it. So you utilize this time to get rid of any kind of blockages or any kind of struggles you are having when it comes to love, when it comes to money matters. And really look at it, because Venus in Taurus will help you move past it. Plus, Venus in Taurus, I mean, everything, we're not so in love with the, out there kind of energy. We have to touch it, we have to smell it, we have to use our senses, we have to feel it. And so it's very tangible, the things that we find beauty in. And it'll strengthen us, especially when you go out into nature and you ground yourself in nature under Venus and Taurus. Oh, you just feel the strength flowing through you. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say. I'm kind of curious because we have a lot of energy that is, it can potentially be very devastating and nasty in our lives if we aren't aware of it, if we don't take that step back, if we go in fighting. So that's the last thing we want to do. If anything, we want to go inwardly. We want to think about our words. We want to think about our actions. We want to think about where we need to compromise, where we need to retreat in our life. We need to think about who we are and what truly brings us love and happiness and joy. King of Wands. Okay, so he was, I think, the first card yesterday. He is there, our underlining energy today. So this is the kind of the underlining energy, the shadow energy of the entire day, and it's the King of Wands. Well, the King of Wands wants to go forward. He wants to use his creativity. He wants to use his passion. He wants to maximize his potential. Okay, he is probably the one king that doesn't rest on ceremony. So when we have this kind of energy, we want to go. We want to go forward. We just need the outline in order to know where we want to stop. Things will fill in as we go along. It's very much about being in the moment and going with the flow when we have this king. Now, it doesn't mean that he just jumps into things. He does think things through. But he doesn't wait for everything to be picture perfect before he does take those steps forward to change things, to move things in a certain direction in order to bring in abundance and happiness and joy in his own life and, yes, his kingdoms as well. Our first card is the Six of Cups. Now, the Six of Cups is very much an energy where in some way, in some form, we have been told no. We have been told no to a dream, a passion, a desire, a way of thinking, a way of being. We have been told it is wrong to back off. We have been told that, what makes you so special? What makes you think that you can do this? What makes you think you have the talent, the ability, the power? Look over here. This is more realistic for you. It's other people's opinions of how you should live your life. And many times in life, we take that into account when we go forward in life, when we are walking our path. Our angel shows up here to say it was all meant for you all along. Of course, you were being guided towards that because that is where you truly need to be. That was somebody's opinion. It wasn't the law. It wasn't the general thought process on what you should do in life. So it's about following your heart. It's about knowing that you have these talents, you have these abilities, you have these dreams, you have this potential for a reason. We have the Three of Wands, so it's not really a decision-making kind of day. If anything, we're going to be going into our mind, right? Well, Mercury conjunct Neptune, it is a good time to dream of the potential of our tomorrow, of what we can do, of where we can go. And here we are looking forward. We are saying, okay, well, what if I did this? What would it look like? What are the challenges that would come in? Where do I see myself ending up because of this path? And after we've given that some thought, we're going to move on to the next wand here. And we're maybe looking at something completely different. We may be just tweaking the initial thoughts to see if this would work better. Eventually, we will move over to make a decision, but I don't think the decision point is today. It's thinking about things. It's mulling it over. It's giving yourself time to process what this path offers to you. And we have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords says it's about time to go to uncharted territory. Now, since this is full moon energy, I'm going to read this card as if that boat has a place to put a motor on it. If you know anything about boats, okay? It's got a place to put the motor. And we don't have a motor yet. So we can take off now, yeah, free will, but it's going to be challenging, more challenging than if we waited a little bit to think things through. Now, when we go forward, there is a strength in going forward. There's successes to be had. There is uncharted territory to step into that is going to fulfill your life in ways that you can't even imagine yet. But for now, prepare to move, prepare to push off the shore, prepare to go forward. Okay. We'll get a mantra card here. And our mantra card today is money. Find a way to abundance. Well, isn't that funny? With Venus entering Taurus, look what we get here. Because Venus is love, yes, but Venus is also money. So I'm going to hold this picture up because this artist, I think they mastered this one. There's pictures inside of the pictures inside of the picture inside of the picture. So I'm going to hold that up so that you can meditate on it while I read what the author wrote about it. Look at that beautiful artwork. So take a deep breath, relax, let go some of those stresses. Don't worry. You will find a solution to gain the money you require. You may have suffered misfortune, such as unemployment or encountered financial difficulties. Know that there always are people around to help. There is always a way out. Find your internal fortitude and guiding light to persist in gaining back what you may consider you have lost. Do the best you can with what you have, and if you need help, ask for it. Things are getting better. The mantra is, I have faith that a solution is possible. And many times, money makes this world go around, right? That is our vehicle to everything that we want in life, practically, is that vehicle of money. And so, yes, we can feel like, we've made some bad choices. We've lost money where that money could be working for us today. Don't look in hindsight of what you could have done, but rather what you can do going forward when it comes to creating money. So this could be very much the card where we are thinking about investments, different streams of money that we can create for ourselves, different jobs that we can step into that pays a wage, and not only pays a wage, but fills us with passion and joy and love. And remember, we do have the 8 energy up there today, and that is all about abundance and growing our abundance. So today is a very special day to go into your thoughts, look at your money matters, strategize, think of what you can do differently, think outside of the box. And where somebody told you you couldn't, well, quite possibly you can. And our animal today is the heron, patience. So the heron shows up today with patience. Create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. So it's not about spontaneity today. It's about thinking things through. It's having a patience that things will unfold when it's time for them to unfold in your life. So take time to get out in nature today to gain that inner sense of balance, to feel stronger, to feel more confident. And then you can step confidently towards your purpose. Absolutely. Patience will bring you the rewards you need. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.